What is going on, guys? Right, we are back with the Kaito files. Now, I did end the last stream, and we were gonna do a stream where Yagami finds the last two girlfriends. That's all you literally had to do. And then I wanted to get that achievement to basically get out the 100% achievement for side missions, or close to it anyway. But it was a bit of a disaster stream. I did it for like 30 minutes. Um, One was Sayatome, and you had to gift a pair of earrings going back and forth. And it's basically was taking a long time. I didn't really want to be streaming all that for as long as I was. And then the other one was Kyoko Hakase, which for some reason, even though you would rest up and you would rest up at the Yokohama 99, you'd rest up at Yagami's detective agency in Kamurocho, it wouldn't progress it. And I think I made obviously the fault of not doing other missions in between, which caused obviously, I think that's why it wasn't progressing it. So we are on to the Kaito files finally. We did our best with all the main story in terms of Lost Judgment itself. We completed the main story. We did as much as we can do with the skills. We did as much as we could do with the school stories. We did every one bar, obviously investigating the professor itself and the mission that I needed to complete to get to that mission was the robotics club. And as I said, guys, the mini game, I tried my best. I must have given it about 5 to 6 hours in total on different streams where I was just trying to complete it, and it just wasn't getting anywhere with it. So we give up in the end with it, unfortunately, but we did as much as we could do. I didn't want to drag it on as much as I can, because obviously when I'm trying to complete something and I'm doing the same thing over and over again, it's not fun for me, it's not entertaining for you, and it's just getting to the point where obviously there's no point in doing it. There's only so much you can do, and because of the kind of puzzle it was like a specific method to complete that mini game. I wasn't able to do it. Other people obviously have been able to do it, but I just didn't get it in the end. We did everything else, so we got as much content as we could out of that. So we're on to the Kaito files. This is a DLC. It came with Lost Judgment, if you're wondering what the Kaito files are. I didn't know that it was a DLC until nearing the end of the game, even though it was coming up at the bottom every time I went onto the starting menu, because I thought it was just some kind of advertisement for the first game or something else. Then I clicked on it by accident. I thought, oh, this is something I want to play. So we had to obviously complete the main game. We had to complete as much as we could on there, and I'm happy with what I've done. Didn't 100% complete it. We give it our all though, and considering it's nearly like up to 50 streams, or 50 parts should I say, once I split them all into like 2-hour segments on YouTube, I'm quite happy with where I've finished. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to speak in this dialogue or if I'm going to be talking it like the school stories, but we are going to soon find out. The reason I've started it here is because as soon as it went into it, it came up with a warning saying that there is possible. So this is obviously a cautionary warning. It has got apparently some kind of sexual content in it, and it has, or sexual assault or some kind like that, and it has got a suicide warning. So if you are not able to be available to watch this because of these reasons, then I suggest you don't watch it. But I thought I'd put it out there anyway. Just warning you, if you're all good to watch it, then great. But we are going to carry on. It went straight from that into this. It didn't come up with a starting screen, so I think it's either going to be a prologue or this is just how the story's going to roll on. But we're going to stop waffling now. We're going to get into the Kaito files finally, and then once we do this DLC, we will be getting into our next game. Right, let's press start. Isaiah Hoshino.
Hope coming down here to meet me wasn't too inconvenient for you, Hoshino-san. I'm Senda from Bato Detective Agency.
Shiro Senda. Okay.
So, you were kind of vague on the phone. What were you trying to get at?
You really don't know what this is about? Rocking those shades at this time of night is telling me a different story, son. Mark of a guilty conscience.
I assure you that's not the case. Anyway, what did you want to discuss?
It's what I was telling you over the phone. We got a request from Saori Shirosaki to look into you, but I figured I'd do you a solid and let you see what I found before I reported back to my client.
Yeah, but what's this?
You don't recognize your girl? We snapped a quick pic when she came to the office.
No way. Why would Saori-san?
Way I hear it, you two are getting engaged soon, so you can finally tie the knot. But sometimes women get cold feet, you know? They just want to know what they're getting into. I see it all the time.
Okay then. So, what did you find, sir? I haven't done anything that would incriminate me. And this is a violation of detective-client privilege. You're breaking the rules.
Oh, no, that's a pretty good one. As I'd expect from a lawyer. But Hoshino, you really think you can bluff your way out of this shop? Well. I do believe that's you strolling out of a Kamurocho Love Hotel, Slugger. One last fling before the big day. Hope you made it worth your time.
Naughty lad, bro. Don't do that, man.
Whoa, take it easy, would you?
Unless they photoshopped it.
Hoshino-san. You don't have to play by courtroom rules here. It's simple. I can make this whole thing disappear for you. The only reason lawyers don't go to hell is because they can afford not to.
In other words, you're saying I have to pay you now to delete that picture?
Nothing I love more than a fast learner, kid. 4 million yen. This goes up in smoke, and the client never has to hear anything to the contrary.
4 million yen? I don't have that kind of money!
Your whole damn future is riding on this deal I'm making you. It's a small price to pay, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
Hey, Hoshino. Would you prefer that I send this to your office with a nice little bow?
So, you take the client's money up front. Then you shake down the mark for another 4 million on top. Man, you corrupt detectives really rake it in, don't you?
Who the fuck? Shit. You were in the Matsugane.
And you're Shiro Senda. You were a former lieutenant in the Bato family. And right now, you're on my turf.
Kaito-san, lad.
Kaito-san, how was my acting? Not bad if I say so myself.
Huh? Acting?
One of your old clients came to us to help her get her money back. As it turns out, your little extortion racket has been getting around. And that's why Hoshino-kun and Saori-san put together a 3-act play that got us everything we need. All that's left to do is bag your ass with it. Ain't that right, Hoshino-kun?
Yep. We got the whole thing on tape.
Hey,
All right. That'll be 4 million yen you took from your client, plus 300,000 for annoying me. You need to hit an ATM?
Get back here!
Alright. You're chasing Sender. So we already know about chases because we've done it in the first, well, in the main game. But we are now playing as Kaito. So you can already see he's got a different technique about his game, or about the way he does things. Hey, just smashes through things. Nice. How the fuck did he gain that burst of speed then? And again. Yes! This is awesome, man. Much more perfect way to catch them.
Good. Still in one piece.
Shit.
As he says that, I dropped my bottle.
Your office is in Kamurocho, right? How about you give me a little inside tour?
Sender, the hell's this about?
Boss, I kind of screwed up.
I know you. You're with the Matsugane family.
The name's Kaito, and I'm with the Yagami Detective Agency now. You call this dump an office? It's got the scent of illicit Yakuza business all over it. You trying to scare your clients?
I take it you're not one of those clients. What do you want?
You the head honcho around here?
Igarashi's the name. I'm the Bato Detective Agency's chief consultant.
Masayo Igarashi.
You mean the Bato family, right? Didn't you guys used to call yourselves the Tojo Clan R&D? You dig up dirt on cops and their families. All to twist the long arm of the law. Seems going legit hasn't taught you a damn thing. And it's making us real detectives look bad. That shit won't fly.
Hate to burst your bubble, but we got a customer satisfaction rate of over 80%. So kindly take your bitching and blow it out your ass.
Then why don't I cut to the chase? I'm here for the million yen you grifted out of my client. Plus, 300 grand for the trouble. Make it snappy, and I'll leave a souvenir. You're screwed more than sideways if the cops hear it.
Sender, you clusterfuck.
Real sorry.
Well, I suppose I should give you credit for leading a competitor right to us.
Okay. Let's see what Kaito's moves are like.
We can throw down, but fair warning, I'm tacking on extra for the ass whooping.
All right, cut the yapping. Shut this idiot up permanently.
We will see.
Get me!
Fighting with Bruiser style. That's a new one. When to use Bruiser. Bruiser is a balanced battle style with a focus on hand-to-hand combat. Kaito can unleash a resolute counter after taking a hit, and he can learn a skill to repel attacks, leaving enemies exposed. Excellent for evasive actions and chaining multiple quick steps together. Oof. Oh, I love it. Fair enough. I can't use a counter because I'm not Yagami, if you remember, obviously. But there we go. Who's next? Oof. That metal chair must have fucked you up real good, buddy. Okay, defeat Sender's crew. I'm loving this new style already.
Well then, looks like our total comes out to 1.5 million. Pretty lean for a business that was about to go under.
You'll get yours someday, Kaito. Mark my words.
That's what they all say.
I can't believe you got my money back from those crooks. How can I ever thank you?
No need. I was just taking out the town garbage. Your husband wasn't even cheating on you, was he?
No. But they still threatened to tell him I booked an investigation.
Believe me, you're not alone here. There's been a recent uptick of con artists operating as detectives. See, normally, ex-Yakuza have to wait 5 years before they can open a detective business. So they'll often skirt the law by setting up a civilian to be the agency's owner.
I see. Actually, I did find it strange how much cheaper they were than other agencies.
Well, with the Yagami Detective Agency, we don't charge a yen until you see results. We're a name you can trust. So, next time you need to keep tabs on your man, don't hesitate to swing on by.
I think I'll be fine for now. I've chosen to trust my husband. But thank you.
Fair play. Good, but it's a great business strategy, that. You won't charge anything until you see results.
By the way, Hoshino, how are things really going with Saori-san?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in it for the long haul. But sometimes I can't help but wonder if we're actually even together.
You guys have been dating, what, 3 years? Never thought about getting hitched?
Of course! At least, I have. As for whether Saori-san would be receptive to the idea...
Come on, man. Doubting's only gonna drive her away. Show her you're a man with a plan.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I'll make it happen this year.
And I'll be rooting for you, pal.
Great. On that note, I'd better get going. I still have some work left at the office.
Good job, good talk. Good talk, man. Good talk.
Man, I'm bored.
Where's Yagami at?
Well, looky here.
There you
Let's
go.
talk.
Talk of the devil. Sorry, Kaito-san, this job for Genda Sensei is looking like it's going to take another couple days. Can you keep an eye on the place till I get back? That divorce meditation giving you trouble. Look at that fucking glitch, bro. I love it, mate. Let it turn into a fully fucking glitch. Yeah, the husband wasn't having it, and on top of that, he took their son with him off into the mountains and got lost. I was in the search party, and would you believe a freaking bear showed up? Damn, sounds like a mess. Did you find the guy? Yeah, but the moment we did, he ran off with his son again. We're gonna try again tomorrow. Gotcha. Well, good luck. Guess I'm on my own for now. Well, I got nothing going on. Maybe I'll see if anyone wants to grab drinks. Let's see. Who do I want to call? Higashi, Segura, and Tsukumo Hoshino-kun. Higashi, man. Hell yeah, Higashi'd be over in a flash.
What's the good word, Kaito Aniki?
Just thought you might want to go have a drink.
Right now? Yeah, thing is, I kind of have a dinner meeting tonight.
A dinner meeting? Sounds pretty fancy for an arcade manager.
Yeah, you're telling me. See, the thing is, we're opening up a new location in Ijincho. Managed to hit it off with the guy who rents us our equipment. Turns out he's a CEO looking to invest.
Whoa! So you'll be the owner of 2 arcades?
Looks like it.
Damn, look at you moving up in the world.
Fair play, man. Fair
Yeah,
play.
well, to be honest, I'd rather knock one back with my Aniki.
Nah, you do your thing. Some other time, okay?
Sounds good, Aniki. Oh, almost forgot. I heard this from one of the part-timers at Charles, but apparently some kid came looking for you.
Some kid?
I guess. I wasn't the one who saw him. But evidently this punk had some fight in him. Our guys chased him out before he could start any shit.
What the hell's a kid like that want with me?
You tell me, man. But not right now. I gotta prep for that meeting.
Guess Higashi's pretty slammed, but hey, if businesses are booming, then I'm happy for him. Let's go with Hoshino-kun. I want to go with Segura and Tsukumo, but I get there's going to be a missed dialogue if I don't choose Hoshino-kun, because I want to see what dialogue he'll come up with. He might come out for the drink, or we might get dialogue. What I don't want to be doing is going for Segura and Tsukumo and them missing the opportunity to get dialogue out of Hoshino-kun. But it could be the other way around, so we're going to take our chances. I think he'll be too busy with Saori Sensei or Saori-san.
Kaito-san? Is everything okay?
Yeah, just thought we could grab a drink.
Oh, well, like I said before, I still have work to do.
Hell, you're not done yet?
Not even close. Plus, Saori-san needs my help after this, so...
Yeah, I get it. Can't tear a man away from the love of his life.
Something like that. Anyway, let's try some other time.
No luck with him either. So that's what I thought was going to come up, but I wanted to get the dialogue for it. Right, Segura and Tsukumo.
Greetings. You've reached Yokohama 99.
Yo, it's Kaito. Wanna go get drinks? You, me, and Sugiura?
I'm afraid Sugiura, she's not available. Right now, he's out looking into an affair.
Huh. Okay, what about you? It's been a while, you know?
While I do appreciate the invite, tonight's not good for me either.
It's not? How come?
Because tonight is reserved for anime, a very special one. It's the premiere of Love Star 3, the movie, Director's Cut Edition. I can hardly contain myself.
This guy, man, with anime.
Anime? Can't you just record the damn thing?
He's a legend in reality.
I don't think you get it, Kaito-san. A premiere only happens once, and then it's history. You have to watch the stream while it's live and keep the chat turned on. That's the experience.
Huh? You gotta do what now?
Oh, I know. Kaito-san, if you like, I can add you to our Love Star community. That way we can voice chat online while you have your drink at home. It's a win-win. I'm sure my friends would love to welcome you.
Yeah, Tsukumo, I don't know. It sounds like a lot to me. I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
Gosh, I was just about to give you a breakdown on Love Star's deeper themes. Oh well. Oh, the stream's about to go live. Till next time.
Love Star, huh? Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Well, I've never heard of it personally, but nah, in reality, I think Tsukumo is a really cool guy. I remember playing, I've played the first Judgment, which we're going to play on stream in the next couple months, maybe a bit more than that. Because I have played it all before, but we've already explained why we couldn't continue and we didn't end up streaming it. But you can literally find anything internet related. You know, he's a pretty good hacker. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I hate hackers on Fortnite and things like that. But when you've got good hackers where they're doing things for the right reasons, he's a legend in that regard. But I was hoping he'd say Pokemon, not Love Star, but I've never watched it, so I can't really judge it. Go out for a drink solo. I feel for you, man. I feel for you. But I didn't know, again, I took the chance and it turned out Tsukumo and Sugiura, I call him Sugiura, were busy as well. So we'll go for a drink solo. Guess everyone's busy. I think Jack would go with you, buddy, if obviously he was here.
Well, I could always show my face at Tinder. Maybe I'll bump into someone I know.
New info has been added to your case file. Beito's backhanded business evidence updated. Beito's backhanded business person of interest updated. And Beito's backhanded business case synopsis updated. Alright, and these are the chapter 1. So I'm going to read these because obviously it's main quests and it's the difference. I think with Lost Judgment, the difference was I was up for doing it for so long, but when the streams were going on as much as they were, and obviously the more, because I'm nearly, like I said, I think I'm up to like nearly 50 overall segments of the Lost Judgment franchise. I think it was getting to the point where it was getting a bit too much and I didn't want to drag the streams on. But with this being a DLC, I'm not saying it's going to be done tomorrow, or it might be done today, it might be done in the stream, or it might be done another time. But with a DLC, it's usually a lot less time than the actual game. Okay, so we had Shiro Sender, investigator at the Beito Detective Agency and former member of the Beito family. The Beito family was smaller than the Matsugane family and never saw much success in traditional Yakuza rackets, but they were pros at investigations. They dig up dirt on the families of cops and pass it off to their higher-ups. I hear back in the day his investigating chops earned him a promotion to lieutenant in the family despite being so young. Guess that means he's not a half bad detective. So we had Masao Igarashi, chief consultant of the Beito Detective Agency and former captain of the Beito family. I've heard he was the guy who spearheaded the Beito family's pivot into the detective business. When used right, information's more powerful than money, and he knew exactly how to use it to earn the trust of his superiors. After the Tojo clan broke up, he quickly made the transition to private investigator. And then we had Hoshino. We already know these last two, but we're going to describe them anyway. So, a young ace lawyer at Gender Law office. He passed the bar with flying colours and tends to brag about it when he's drunk. He's dating his co-worker Saori-san, but as he puts it, he's not sure if they're really even dating sometimes. Gotta figure that out, Hoshino-kun. And then we had Saori-san, or Saori Shirosaki, for a longer version. A lawyer at Gendo Law office. She may look competent, but that's only because she is. And I mean competent. She'd probably kick my ass in a battle or in a fight. She put on an act to help us investigate the Beito agency's blackmail scheme. And then we had the voice recorder. Caught Sender trying to extort Hoshino-kun for money. I came up with a plan and he fell for it hook, line and sinker. And this is obviously from Kaito's perspective. After the Tojo clan dissolved, the Beito family started up a detective agency, except they used shady means to get dirt on their clients and blackmail them. Because they keep pulling that shit, the reputation of us detectives in Kamurocho is in the gutter. One of their victims came to us about it, so we taught them a lesson and got our money back. But that Igarashi guy had the balls to threaten us about getting even, should I say. Don't want to have to deal with him again. I think we'd knock him out. So we want to save this. Ooh. Now we've got all these skills that we can play with, man. That is some cool shit. Alright. Let's go with the abilities. So we've got the EX full swing. Pull the full momentum of your run into your right fist and slam it into the enemy's face. While running, press triangle near knockdown enemies. Hey, there we go. So I think they're all reasonable in terms of how much skill points we are using. The highest is gripping pile driver that I've seen so far. No, it's letter of challenge. Equip the bloody crest and defeat the 3 strong enemies pursuing you. So that's what we need to do to gain that. We've got a boost attack, so obviously all these are higher as well. But in terms of the actual ability itself, I do want to be getting the gripping pile driver, because obviously that is going to be a main one. Can we save it? We can't save it yet. Alright, for some reason we can't save it yet. What's that smell? Primal focus. So we've got a new set of skills like Yagami, but it's Kaito's version. So we got using primal focus like a feral beast. Kaito's senses of sight, smell and hearing are superior to that of the average person. Sharpen your senses with primal eye, primal nose and primal ear to identify anything suspicious in the area. You can also use primal focus while walking around town without being in active search mode. Very cool.
The hell is that?
There's a cat somewhere.
What have we here?
Oh, hey, a cat. You're a cute little fella. Bloody crest. For me? Thanks. Awesome. Alright, we got a bloody crest. Using the map. Press triangle while viewing the map will bring up a list of locations you can visit. Select a location and press X to instantly show it on the map. Hey. Awesome. So these are all obviously the places where it should have described that in the Lost Judgment, but maybe it's because it's been updated. Right, so we are going to do our first save. But yeah, because obviously the DLC was made later dates, that's probably why that was available. So we have got 800 XP. So we're going to go with Blame Shifter. You can still patronise the shop even after wrecking it in a fight. Adds the corresponding ability. Alright, so we're already at 2%. And that's what.
That smell.
Alright, how do we go on to that again?
Something stinks.
That's how we do it. I smell there's something around here. Matsugane family crest. Got another one. Alright. We figured it out anyway. Sorry. Do apologise. So basically every time there's something that comes up that we are to investigate, it comes up with like an icon where we smell it. Right, obviously, like, what's that smell?
Something smells.
There we go again. Okay. So...
Something stinks. Is this it?
I smell there's something around here. Where's that cat at?
Quiet now.
There it is. Oh, hey, a cat, you're a cute little fella. Alright, so we're learning each one. So obviously when he can smell something, he says, oh, what's that smell? The one where we need to hear something, and we go to the primal here. Is when we can hear a cat's primal eye. I don't think we have done yet, or got yet, but we will do. So we are already at 1000, so we are going to go for use SP to learn the skill, boost health level, increases maximum health. I'm happy with that. Happy days. The cops, what's going on?
Oh my gosh, was someone murdered?
Don't know. Could have been a Yakuza, maybe.
But I thought the Tojo clan was long gone.
A murder? God damn, I really need that drink.
Kaito-san, come join us. You by yourself?
Yeah. Talk's out of town helping Gendo-sensei. Says he'll be gone another couple days.
So is the sidekick getting lonely without the leading man?
In your dreams, Mari. Masuda, the usual. You see any shit going down outside? I overheard someone talking about a murder.
Ah, that.
Apparently, the victim was a young executive. Actually, there was a similar case a few days ago. It caused quite a stir. I believe the man was a CEO.
Some killers out to eat the rich, huh?
Who knows? Crazy world out there. Speaking of which, did you finish the job I found you?
Oh, I kicked the crap out of those swindlers. And Hoshino-kun put on quite the show.
Really? I wish I could have seen the pros at work.
No one else. I think Hoshino-kun and Saori-san are just about there. Fella was all riled up, saying this'll be the year.
By that, you mean they're tying the knot?
Yeah. The question is, will Saori-san give him a yes?
I'd say she needs more time. If he rushes it, it might not turn out well.
Yeah, I suppose your gut's usually right, Mari.
What about you, Kaito-san? Any romance blooming in your life?
Whoa! Since when was this about me?
Because you clearly have no trouble talking to women, but I never hear what happens in the end.
What happens in the end is rejection.
Yeah? Well, maybe I like being a free agent. You call it rejection. I call it release. And even if I do keep getting shot down, so what? Every beauty who walks away is only making room for the next one.
Oh, Kaito-san, you're gonna grow into a lonely old man at this rate.
Honestly, Mark,
Damn.
that's all talk.
That's
Once
brutal.
Kaito-san falls in love, he falls so hard he can't even see straight. Why, I recall a time he even considered getting married.
You're kidding! Kaito-san, a husband?
Yo, could we not go there?
Oh, shoot, her name was on the tip of my tongue. I suppose it's been over a decade now. You two were living together, right? I think her name...
Masada, look, that's a long story. Some other time, okay?
Hmm? Oh. Sure thing.
By the way, you got any more gigs? We've been dry thanks to those fake detectives, so if you could hook it up.
Actually, that reminds me. A man came by asking about you. He said he was looking for someone.
He wanted me? Specifically?
I don't know the details, but he wants to meet you. He's the CEO of some tech company.
Oh, a tech company, eh? What's the offer?
He said he's prepared to pay $2 million up front.
$2 million? Well, well, that's mighty generous.
Apparently, it's for any investigation expenses that come up. And when it's done, he'll pay an extra $20 million.
20 million?
Depending on the outcome, he might pay even more. He must be swimming in cash.
Holy hell.
Sounds like a tempting offer, but do you really want to do it alone? Especially with your boss out of town.
True. One look at you and the client might drop the case and run.
Right? At least find a smart-looking jacket to cover whatever that is.
Indeed. You'll need to dress for the occasion, that's for sure.
Man, you guys have no faith in me, huh? Well, I'm not putting on a show for him or anyone else. True style doesn't change with the tides. Not to mention, it's the heart that counts. Watch me knock this guy's socks off, just being plain old Kaito.
Gotta admire his confidence. Fair play. So he gets a fucking suit after all. No way.
tea's about to expire.
There we have Higashi. We already know about him.
Hey, Banaki, what's with the suit and tie?
What? I thought I'd pull out all the stops for today's client. Dress for the occasion and all that. After all, a pro's gotta look the part, too.
I mean, yeah. You never give a rat's ass about that stuff. So I start now.
Today's just special, all right? Oh, there.
Okay, but do you really need me here?
Don't you get it? If I'm busy talking this guy up, who's gonna offer some tea? The landlady? Besides, you poured in the Matsugane family for years. The boss loved your tea, remember?
Whoa, hang on. That was a long time ago.
Well, I'm counting on you today. I'm paying you 50,000 just to serve 2 people.
Coming from you, that's pretty generous. How much is this gig worth, anyway?
That's a matter of, detective-client privilege. Hey.
I think Higashi should have a cut, mate, personally.
Come in.
Hello there. I'm Kyoya Sadamoto, CEO of Image Interactive. Thanks for having me.
Kyoya Sadamoto.
Thanks for coming. I'm Masaharu Kaito, an investigator here.
I'm Higashi, just a part-timer.
It really is great to meet you, Kaito-san. I've heard so much about you.
Good things, I hope?
Of course. You're a legend in these parts, aren't you?
Not so sure about that. Oh, but first, please, take a seat.
Enjoy.
Why, thank you.
Well then, shall we get down to business? I understand you're looking for someone. May I ask who?
That would be my wife. My deceased wife, actually.
Your deceased wife?
Pretty weird right off the bat. I'm gonna need more details. Ask about his wife.
Can you give me some more details? I was under the impression she went missing.
Well, I lost her about 2 years ago. She took her own life.
I see. I'm very sorry. Let me rephrase then. You want us to find her, even though you know she passed away?
Yes, well... Why don't I start from the time she died? 2 years ago, my wife left a suicide note at home one day and disappeared. As you can imagine, I went right to the police. Upon finding nothing, she was declared a missing person. 6 months later, they recovered a body, possibly my wife's, on a riverbed in the mountains of Chiba. There's a large waterfall nearby, which she likely jumped. Her body was decomposed beyond recognition, but authorities later identified her based on something she was carrying.
And what was that?
A photograph. In it was her and her son.
I see. But was that really enough to ID her? Wouldn't they have done some sort of analysis?
Yes. I requested a DNA test be performed. Lo and behold, my wife was a near-perfect match.
Then, at that point, her death was all but certain. Yet, you still believe she's alive?
About a month ago, my wife's friend said she saw someone in Kamurocho that looked like her. This woman, according to my wife's friend, was with some unfamiliar man. And when the friend called out her name, she froze. Then she immediately fled.
possible this was all just a coincidence?
Believe me, I considered that. The DNA test had more or less cemented her death in my mind. Then I started doing my own research, and I found that DNA test results aren't always set in stone. Especially in cases where the body's in an advanced state of decomposition, the results can vary widely. I even came across an astonishing article in which someone's lost relative showed up after a DNA test said they died. After reading that, who wouldn't have hoped that their dear wife is still somewhere out there? Mind you, this woman was the spitting image of my wife. Her voice was a perfect match too. And this is coming from a friend who's known her for years. As she herself put it, there's no way it wasn't her.
I get why you'd want to believe that, but if a DNA test confirmed it, probably just a damn close resemblance. Ask about compensation.
If I could inquire about the compensation. My contacted tender quoted $2 million in advance, plus another $20 million upon completion.
Yes. Regardless of the outcome, I intend to have at least that much prepared.
When you say at least that much, you mean?
If you manage to find my wife safe and sound, I'll throw in another $10 million.
So, a grand total of $32 million?
Hey, Aniki, just checking. I'm being paid $50,000 today, right?
I knew he'd ask for a cut.
$50,000 for serving some damn tea. Got a problem?
Oh no, it's fine. Now I see where all that generosity is coming from.
I would give him a cut though, to be fair. If I had 32 million yen, I would be giving Higashi probably 5 million yen. I'd say that's a fair cut. Ask for further information.
By the way, may we request any photos of your wife you may have? Sir?
I've actually approached other detectives about this, but none of them could turn up any leads. Then I heard you were working as a detective, in Kamurocho no less. Immediately I thought to myself, if anyone can find my wife, it's him. Considering how well acquainted you are.
You saying I know her?
Aniki, isn't that...
Mikiko?
Yes. Mikiko Natsume was her maiden name. I understand you used to live together long ago. And that sums up why I'm here. Because of how intimately you know her.
You're really going to go?
After what they did to the boss, I can't just sit back and do nothing.
But you might actually get killed this time.
I'm sorry.
So your family is more important than me.
Damn, bro, you fucked up about that, man.
I understand how bizarre this request might be. But I know you can get to the bottom of it. You lived with Mikiko in this very town. You knew her better than anyone. Kaito-san, I'm begging you. Won't you bring her back?
Kaito really fucked up with
I
that.
heard rumors, but I never thought they'd be true. Sadamoto-san, are you sure Mikiko took her own life?
I mean, she did leave a suicide note.
Why, though? The Mikiko I knew would never do that, no matter what the reason.
Honestly, I wish I knew. The note was sparse on details.
The hell does that mean? Aren't you supposed to be her husband?
For what my memory's worth, Mikiko seemed to have some anxieties about her job. And I was so busy with my own work at the time, I failed to give her support. I was hardly even home half the time. It was only when she left me that I realized how poorly I treated her.
So, let's say Mikiko is alive. Then what? It's gonna be one big happy reunion?
I don't really have an answer for that. I doubt she'd even want to look at me. But then again, we do have our son to consider. He's 14 already. His name's June.
So, Mikiko's got a kid and everything.
Yes. And he's just as rambunctious as his mother. He took off once he heard she might be alive. Even though I specifically told him to stay put. The moment my back was turned, he was gone.
Wait, you ran away?
He did. About 2 weeks ago. I thought he might pull something like this, so I set up location tracking on his phone. But, being that he left his phone in his room, he must have figured that out. Outsmarted by a teenager, I swear.
2 weeks? On his own at his age? At 14, he's what, in middle school?
June pulls this kind of stunt all the time. He hangs out with these delinquents, often couch surfing for days at a time. Of course, I want to talk. Since most days, I miss the last train. And since I'm at a hotel, I won't even be home to notice he's gone.
Well, how about that?
Look, that's all beside the point. Right now, I need your help.
Hate to break it to you, son, but I don't think I'm your guy.
What? May I ask how come?
I just don't think I'm cut out for it, is all.
Come now.
That's final.
Fine. Fine. I know when a mind's made up. What a shame that is.
Sure you want to let this guy go? That's 32 mil walking away. Not to mention the truth about Mikiko.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, you're the boss.
I can understand it though.
Well, another job down the shitter. I think that calls for a drink.
You, want somebody to tag along?
Sure, but weren't you slammed with the new opening and all?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's work to be done. I'd have to go inspect the place after.
Right. Then you better go deal with that. Glad to hear business is good, though.
Sorry about that, Aniki.
Oh, and about that 50 grand I owe you.
Don't even worry about it. T was on the house today, man. And my Anarchy says pour. I serve the best damn cup you ever tried. That shit hasn't changed.
Oh, Higashi. You wonderful bastard.
Huh? Hey, Anarchy, that photo.
Damn it. Don't just leave your junk in my office.
See, I think he's going to take the job. I think it's just...
Should I just toss it?
I think he's going to take the job because obviously that's his ex-wife, is it?
Well, wouldn't be the first gig I tossed. Better head on down to Tender and see what else Masuda's got brewing.
Okay, chapter 1, what goes around. So that was the prologue. So new information has been added. Chapter 1, what goes around. So we had Kiyoya Sadamoto, CEO of a startup called Image Interactive, and husband to Mikiko Sadamoto. He's loaded as all hell and offered me upwards of 30 mil to look for a supposedly late wife. Then we've got Kiyoya Sadamoto's business card. The business card of the guy who came to request my services, Kiyoya Sadamoto. Now that I think about it, I still don't have any business cards of my own. Should ask TAC to make some for me. 2 years ago, Mikiko Sadamoto, born Mikiko Natsume, left behind a suicide letter and disappeared. Later, her rotting corpse was discovered in the mountains of Chiba. Her death was ruled a suicide. A DNA analysis confirmed that body was Mikiko's, but her husband Kiyoya Sadamoto doubts she really committed suicide and thinks she's still alive. One thing's for sure, Mikiko wasn't the type who'd kill herself. Interesting. So, we've got some skills we can upgrade. Primal Nose. Not enough SP. Yeah, see, that didn't come up either. Not enough SP. Oh, I might have done, actually. I just haven't seen it. But it's basically upgraded since the DLC. So listening to music on a record player gradually replenishes health. Awesome. We're going to do a save even if we didn't need to. Alright, so we're going to go right back to Bartender. Off we go to beat these guys up. One swift kick, mate.
Got a little workout in at least.
Did we get any skill points? No, but we gained some skill points, so... I mean, we didn't have enough skill points to upgrade, but... we have gotten some skill points.
Yanaki, you got a minute?
What's up, Higashi?
Yeah, so... I just got a call from Charles. Remember how I told you about that kid who came by looking for you?
Yeah? What about him?
Well, he's back and causing problems like usual. Can you go take care of him?
He's just some punk-ass kid.
Why don't you take care of it?
Because I got meetings and shit to deal with. My employee's in there on her own.
I really gotta handle some kid?
What, you just gonna abandon a college girl in trouble?
Huh? Oh, I see. You almost got me with that one, dipshit.
You think I'd lie to you? Seriously, she's young, she's single. Cute, too.
You sure about that?
Yep. Oh, did I mention she's way into beards? She says she likes them bearded and burly.
Guess I have no choice. If a lady, if my bro needs my help, I guess I gotta go save the day.
You're a lifesaver, Aniki. I'm counting on you here.
Okay, time to help out Higashi. Healthy appetite. Boosts health recovery when you eat. Lovely. Right, on to that area we need to go to. Dude, every time, man. Every time that happens. Mate, I'm sure I've seen this guy before in the boxing club.
That's all you got?
Some more bellends around here.
Don't go picking fights you can't win.
Social smoker. Hey.
I'm not messing around!
I'll kill you, you little wimp! Damn. Talk about a shit show. You can relax now, miss. I'm taking over from here.
Are you Yakuza?
No, actually, I was sent by the owner, Higashi. What's going on here?
Oh, well, those men were being disgusting, but then that boy stood up for me.
I'd rather be a wimp than a total piece of shit. Not to mention an ugly one.
Say that again, you brat!
Too slow, dumbass!
That's it. I'm carving you up!
Step back, bud. Hey, I said step back. You don't want to get hurt, do you? Hold up. Did you just pass out on me? Hey, miss. Mind getting this kid out of the way?
Oh, okay.
You taking his place, Ape Man? Then I'll just have to carve you up first!
8 months. Mate. So Higashi wants me to play bouncer, eh? Then I guess it's time to dust off some old moves. Fighting with tank style. When to use tank. Long ago, when Kaito was a bodyguard for his patriarch, he'd come to his defense like a fully armored tank. Tank style combines a fierce weapon-based offense with an impenetrable defense. Grab and smash lets Kaito automatically pick up and strike with a weapon with square, and he can weather attacks from any direction using Iron Guard. Tank style is also excellent for grabs. With the right skills, Kaito can grab enemies in all sorts of situations. I'll take that.
Shoot. Take your dumbasses outside. Damn it! Hey, up and at 'em. Listen, you're a good kid for helping people, but taking on two grown-ass men is another story.
Wait.
Hey, you alright? Hit your head or something? What? Do I know you? Or,
Holy crap! It's you! You're Masaharu Kaito from the Matsugane family!
Huh? Yeah. Well, I've been out of the family for a while now, but...
Man, I've been looking all over for you. I'm Jun Sadamoto.
Sadamoto? What is that name? You're Mikiko's kid?
Guess we meet at long last. I heard you used to roll with the Matsugane family, so I've been asking people who looked the part what they knew. Should have seen my face when I found out you guys broke up.
Jun Sadamoto. Hey, there we go.
Okay, well, wanna tell me why Mikiko's kid is going around looking for me?
Here's the deal, Kaito-san. I want you to find my mom.
Say what?
Yeah, I thought you might have a clue where she is. You two used to live together and all.
Kid, let me be frank. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told your pops. You're asking the wrong guy.
Wait, my dad came to you about this? Hey, where are you going?
Oh.
Wait up! Dude, what the heck? I thought you were Mom's ex. Don't you care about her at all?
She's nothing but a stranger to me now.
But listen, we haven't heard from her in 2 years. That's if she's still alive. Don't you think she's in some kind of trouble?
How should I know? Maybe she's having the time of her life without some brat all up in her business.
The hell? Okay, back it up a sec. My mom would never desert me.
Then where'd she come, huh? Get lost already.
I bet you just don't want to see her, cause she ditched your sorry ass!
Damn.
I read all about it in her diary. How Mom wanted you out of the Yakuza so she could marry you with a clean conscience. But then you went on some kind of dangerous mission. Better die a henchman than live as a husband, huh? And now you turn your back on her again? No wonder you two are strangers! What? You wanna go?
That hit a nerve, man.
Might want to ease up on the grown-up act, kid. Anyway, your mom and I are ancient history. So unfortunately, I can't do anything for you.
son. Then what? You're still gonna walk away?
Damn! Mic drop, bro.
What did you
Mic
just
drop.
say?
Fuck me, man. That's a plot
I
twist and a half.
said, you and Mom might have had me.
Wait. This is total crazy talk.
It was written in Mom's diary, around the time you broke up.
Her diary?
Yeah, I read what happened after you went on some raid and you guys split. Apparently, she didn't get to tell you that I was a little fetus at the time.
You gotta be shitting me.
I am not shitting you! I actually think you're my dad.
But then why? After all this time?
Listen, why else would I be busting my ass to find you? Now come on! You and I are gonna go find Mom, and then she'll tell you herself!
Trophy and what goes around. That was a plot twist and a half, man. That was actually a fucking crazy plot twist and a half.
It was just another day in Kamurocho. After resolving a local incident, Kaito is approached by Kyoya Sadamoto, who asks him to search for his late wife Mikiko. Mikiko was Kaito's old flame, who parted ways with him long ago. Kaito turns Sadamoto down before any past wounds can reopen. But he soon finds himself face to face with Sadamoto's son, June. That's when June tells him the unthinkable. That Kaito might be his real father.
That's wild, bro. That is actually wild. Like father, like son. Mate, I am loving this fucking... I'm loving it. This DLC is fucking amazing.
Back in the day, the Matsugane family was on real bad terms with a rival. Like waiting for all-out war to kick off bad. One day, I got a call from the office saying they need me right away. So of course, I hauled ass over. Hey! What's the situation?
Some lady busted in here. It seems like she means business.
Huh? You called me over some lady?
Not just any lady. A real hellcat. Says she ain't leaving till the boss gets back. Look.
I'm not messing around!
Oh, for the love of God, it hurts!
Let go of me, you crazy bitch!
Listen up! You lay a finger on Maho, I'll snap his arm clean off!
Makiko Natsume.
This is bad. It's real bad.
And we've got Maho Natsume.
Hey, what the hell? Am I seeing this right? Why is Hoda getting his ass whooped?
I take it this gorilla is your muscle? You gonna try me or beat your chest?
You're the one calling me a gorilla? Guys, what the fuck happened?
It all started with the girl on the floor. She racked up quite a bill at one of our host clubs, but when the check came, she couldn't settle. We were gonna have to work it off at a cabaret club, but this chick busted in and went fucking ballistic.
What? Wait, how exactly is any of this our fault?
You tell me, man. I'll wash my hands of it. You're running the cabaret club starting next month. You deal with this shit.
Oh, come on. Hey, Hoda, let's hear your side.
She barged in here out of nowhere and came straight at me.
Out of nowhere, my ass. I had to do something.
For real? You two have to get your stories straight.
We're playing as the flashback Kaito-san. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get to the bottom of this shit. I gotta figure out how to get to the bottom of this shit. Just what the hell really happened. These dopes are too worked up to give me any good answers. Maybe I should look around the room for clues. Active search mode. Move the cursor over suspicious area and hold R2 to look at it more closely. When an examine icon appears, investigate that spot by pressing X.
What have we here?
Man, is she pissed. Pretty impressive pulling a judo move on a Yakuza like that, though.
Take another step and his arm goes snap like a twig. Find out if I'm lying.
No, I hear you. Let's try and simmer down, shall we?
Say, now that I'm getting a good look at her...
What are you staring at?
Just wishing I could have met a foxy lady like you outside of here.
What?
Tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna take you to the finest bar in town. And we can hash this all out over drinks. Oh, and I've got just the place in mind. It's real cozy.
Just try hitting on me again.
Oh, sorry.
Well, obviously didn't work.
What have we here? Hey, Hoda. What'd you do to end up like that?
Fuck, I don't know. She just burst in the office and told us to give her sister.
Hang on. So her sister was already here?
Yeah. She was supposed to start working at one of our cabaret clubs. When this one busted in the door, she was already demanding to see the boss. When I said he wasn't here, she yelled at us to call him and let her wait in his office.
Obviously, talking to you assholes won't get me anywhere.
Man, this lady's got some real guts. I agree.
Is this it?
The buttons on that girl's shirt got messed up. I know Hoto well enough to imagine he grabbed her collar and yelled in her face to shake her up. So we got Maho's or Mayho's buttons.
Let's see. What have we here? Is this it? Hey, what happened here?
Well, it happened so fast. I don't know. As soon as I came in here, this was happening.
How does nobody know what happened? Was it nap time in the office or something? Fine. Guess I'll have to take a look around and make the call myself.
Investigate the room. Have we got any cameras anywhere?
Let's see.
Curious who this chick Hota's arguing with. Don't think she's willing to talk now, so I'll get her to later. Well, how about the woman on the ground? Better see if there's anything off about her. Aside from that, there's a bunch of stuff scattered around the room. Did this happen during all the commotion? Now, what does all this tell me? May have to use more than just my eyesight on this one. God, points.
What have we here?
I smell sweat. I smell sweet red beans coming from this box. Probably yokan from Takamitsu. This wasn't here this morning. Did this woman bring them in? Box of sweets. Is there anything else?
What's making that smell?
Busted my asshole. Why'd this have to go down now? You busted my asshole wanting to get it, and now they're gonna find it. If I knew this would happen, I would have put it in a locker. Just as long as they don't look behind the plate.
Wonder if he said all that out loud on purpose, or if he's just a dumbass. So the plate, huh? Where's the plate?
What have we here?
I can smell something, but it doesn't seem like anything important.
Is this it?
I can smell something in the fridge. Oh yeah, put the bento I bought yesterday in there. Almost forgot about that. Can't forget to take it back with me. Bento lunch set. Hey.
Now, you busted my asshole wanting to...
Which plate exactly? Is it this one?
Is this it?
Aha, so this is what he was hiding. Well, I'll just confiscate this. Ah, he was talking about the big plate.
Let's see.
I know this is taking a long time, guys, but... Right, let's go right back where we were.
Now.
Where the heck's it coming from?
Can we go in there? Nope.
Let's see.
It's actually a lot harder than...
This right here.
Is that all we had to do?
So, you're this mad woman's sister, right?
Please don't kill me!
Whoa! No one's killing anybody here.
Wow.
Speak
Okay.
for yourself, asshole. You leave my sister alone.
So all we have to do, by the looks of it, as long as nothing adds to it, is speak to the sister of Mika Kiba. Or Mikakito, I think her name is. This is such a shit show.
Let's see.
Busted my asshole wanting to get it, and now they're gonna find it.
I'm not being funny, guys, but we are looking everywhere. And I can't see anything unless I'm being really quick about it. I'm just not looking in the right place.
Let's see.
Alright guys, well we're gonna have to find some help because it's not as easy as it looks, you know. Unless I'm just not getting to the bit where I need to. What's this bit called? Assess the situation. Okay, so we're going to look at all the points that they find. It's actually a lot easier.
Is this it?
What's this paper? I don't know, the one that I couldn't see the whole time when I was looking for something. Look everywhere else but this piece of paper. A resume. Must be that woman's guess her name's Makiko Natsume. But what's the thing doing here though? Was she on her way to an interview or something? Wow. Right, I apologise about that, guys. Sometimes it's as easy and obvious as it might seem. You look for everything else apart from what you actually need to look for. And that's the kind of bit of the game that's a little bit frustrating. But
I see what's going on here.
obviously a lot less frustrating than the robotics
gal
club.
wouldn't bust in here without reason. If anything, you and your sister are the victims. Well, here and now. Not for the host club stuff.
Huh?
I'm saying these jerk-offs never learn their hospitality. I'd like to apologize for the rough reception.
Okay. What's your angle here?
I know you didn't come here just to drag your sister off and leave her dead unpaid. At the very least, I'm sure snapping off limbs wasn't your first intention. You see this? This is your own resume.
What about it?
Well, it proves the whole point of why you came down to our office. First things first, these guys need to grasp a basic fact. You only came here to talk, not pick a fight with the Yakuza.
Quit going in circles and get to the point already!
Hell of a woman she is.
You're the one who brought those sweets, right? That alone tells me breaking Hoda's arm wasn't your plan A.
Well, well. Guess you're the smartest ape of the bunch. So what?
Well, I can also tell how your negotiations broke down. The evidence is right here in front of me. I'd say this is what did it.
Huh? That's just my resume. What's so problematic?
I misread the situation.
Weren't you trying to talk your way into the family? Gotta admit, that is a bit far out. Never heard of a lady.
Because she actually is she's doing that is because the reason she's doing that is because the Yakuza attacked her sister, and you can tell by the buttons. That's what I should have picked. But I read it as the follow through to why she wanted to go there. But again, I could be wrong. I could be right. See, wait.
I'm guessing when Hoda tried showing you the door, you snapped, right?
I might have got it right after all.
No, to be honest, he was probably just doing you a favor. I mean, clearly you know how to handle yourself. But we deal with some real rough characters here. I don't want to scare you, but you can imagine some of the worst things that could happen. And without any legal recourse to back you up, trust me, you're better off as a civvy.
Are you seriously that stupid? You are, aren't you?
Wait, you mean you're not? Oh, I see. In that case, I'm pretty sure I know what set this powder keg off. It was your sister. Look how her top got messed up. Even though you kicked things off polite, it seems Hoda got hands-on at some point. Which explains why you got him crying uncle in his own office.
Not bad for a Yakuza. You sure you're not a detective in disguise?
If they ever kick me out, I may just consider it. But listen, Kiko-san, you have to admit, your sister is partly responsible. If you're gonna play, you gotta pay. It's just basic business, you see?
I know how business works, and I never said we wouldn't pay you back.
Okay, then what's the issue?
The issue is, Maho's enrolled in college back home. If she ends up stuck as some hostess in Tokyo, she may as well kiss her education goodbye. I just want to see her graduate, find a career, and live a happy life.
Can't your parents loan you the cash to get her out of this?
No way! They'd freak if they knew I went to host clubs, let alone got into debt over one!
That part's all on you.
Look, I get it with you people. 3 million yen is a lot. I actually came to discuss repayment. This douchebag grabs my sister like some barbarian.
I only did it because your sister got shitty with me.
Then Mikiko-san, what's your real plan here? You got a lead on 3 mil somehow?
Well, I work in Shinjuku. Just a desk job during the day. My nights are pretty much free. And in college, I worked as a server. I even got Employee of the Month a few times. Now, I know I've never been a hostess, but I can't be that different. At the very least, I'm a lot more qualified than my sister.
Wait, are you saying...
I'm saying I'll work for you instead. I'll even give you a start date. How's that for basic business?
And that's how I met Mikiko.
She's got balls of steel. Fair play.
Full of personality. That tenacity
Balls of steel.
pushed her to the top in no time. Not to mention, she was a real ball buster. She'd take it upon herself to punish bad customers. And, since it was my job to look after her, I'd step in when things got ugly. Which happened a lot.
So this Mikiko chick's covering for her sister. Not a bad plan. It's rare to see someone go that far, even for flesh and blood.
Apparently, a car crash took their parents out when they were little. That was their only family. After that, they were lucky enough to get foster parents. Seems they're one big happy family now.
Interesting. But is the boss gonna be cool with a swap?
He says he doesn't see an issue, long as we get paid.
Fair enough. Just make sure she doesn't skip town and make it an issue, Aniki.
She won't be a problem. Rough as she is, her heart's in the right place.
Hey, what the hell was that for?
You know the rules. No touching, no exceptions.
Oh, come on. I'm a paying customer. Who are you to tell me what to do?
And who are you to feel up our staff? Nothing gives you that right.
It's okay, Michiko. Really. Let's just go inside.
I'm handling it, Momoko-chan.
We kicking this chick to the curb or what?
Yeah, curb stomper if you have to.
Call you back later, Higashi. Break time's over.
Aniki?
About to take on the beefhead.
Mikiko!
Ooh. Goodbye.
Who's this fuck?
I'm her bodyguard. If you want to get hands-on tonight, start with me.
You heard that, boys? This fucking bastard! Take him down!
With a pleasure, I will wreck your face, mate.
Here we go!
Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Goodbye.
really sorry. I just couldn't let them get away with what they did.
No problem. Your safety is my job.
Then I guess I'm in good hands, Mr. Bodyguard.
And we're back to...
Yo, what's with your office? No guns, no family crest? This place is lame.
We're back to
Last
current
time,
status.
I'm out of that life. This is the detective agency I work at now.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. But damn, it's grody in here. You guys never clean up?
Kid, just take a seat, will ya?
My name's June, not Kid. Hey, that's...
Something your pops forgot to take home.
Huh. Weird.
Anyway, where are we at so far? Oh yeah, you were saying you're my kid.
You know, you could call me your son, since that's what I am and all.
Look, just tell me what you know, alright?
Ask about his mum.
About your mom. Your pops filled me in on some of the details. Said something about how she might even still be alive.
Yeah, it always seemed off to me. I just can't imagine her taking her life.
But the DNA test said it was her, right? Feels like the odds of a mistake are pretty low.
I think Mom got caught up in some deep shit.
Deep shit? As in...
I don't know. But I think her suicide and the DNA tests were faked. She's gotta be out there somewhere. As for why she can't get in touch, maybe she just can't.
You sound like you thought this through. Any idea what happened?
Maybe something went wrong at work. Or she got kidnapped by some criminals.
But now that you mention it, your dad did say she might have been anxious on the job. What did she do for work?
Oh, she ran a cafe. Her cafe.
No kidding. Does she run it all by herself?
Yeah, she was doing real good too. She knows how to handle people.
Thank you all very much.
That's for sure. Though with her personality, I can also see her making a few enemies.
Well, she would have bad customers from time to time. There were also these people who tried to buy her out. But I can't think of anyone who'd want her dead, you know?
That doesn't seem to get us much of anywhere. Okay, doubt that he's your son. Why?
So, you
Okay.
think you're my son? And it says this in your mom's diary?
Yeah, she writes everything in that diary. This one she wrote 15 years ago, I think. It was right after the two of you broke up.
What exactly did she write?
Stuff like... I don't know if I should keep it. I'll never see Masaharu-san again. I should get this taken care of, though.
Hell of a thing for you to read.
Honestly, I get how she must have felt. After all, the man she loved walked out of her life and into a life-or-death situation. How could she marry and have a kid?
Ain't it?
Then she decided to listen to her parents and marry the guy we all thought was my dad instead. But at some point between your breakup and their marriage, she found out she was pregnant. That's probably why you never got word of it.
I guess given the timing, it's not impossible.
Okay. For the sake of argument, let's say you are my kid. That means your dad got married, knowing your mom was carrying another man's child?
I guess so. Yeah?
He's really the type who'd commit like that?
Could be. Maybe he was just that into her.
I mean, sure, but,
Wrap up the convo. I think that's about all I wanted to ask right now.
June, you said your name was. What kind of mom has Mikiko been to you?
What kind of mom? I guess I'd say she's been pretty cool.
She's been cool?
Yeah. Like, she would always lend a hand to someone in trouble. Even if it was some nasty flirt or a big hulking thug, she'd get right in his face and tell him off. A couple of times she almost threw down right in front of us. Dad would freak out big time.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, are you gonna help me find my mom or what?
Remember, I am a professional here. That means I get paid to work. And I doubt you can afford my services.
Oh, I think I've got that covered.
What? You gonna pay me in watches?
I swiped it when my dad wasn't looking.
Sure is a nice piece of work. How much do one of these run?
About 20 mil, give or take.
Wait, how much?
20 million yen, man.
Ha! 20 mil for this? Fat chance. I've seen shit just like this a block over for only 30K. You mean to tell me some idiot coughs up 20 mil to check the time? Never bullshit a bullshit kid.
That's how I feel when everyone
Look
has
it up.
Rolexes.
The brand's right there.
Exact same way I think of a Rolex.
Okay. How do you even pronounce this? Bet it's some knockoff. Huh? Holy shit! Damn thing's over 19 million! This part of some vintage collection?
Nope, that's just the standard model. Dad's got a ton of them lying around, too.
Unreal. How long would it take to earn that?
What was that about being a bullshitter? So here's the deal, old man. I give you the watch, you go find my mom. What? Not good enough?
It's not yours to give in the first place. Put it back where it belongs.
You're really gonna say no because of that? Hey! Come on! Don't leave me hanging!
I'm leaving to go find Mikiko. You coming?
I told you.
Oh, man.
You can call me Kaito, not man.
Ah, you got it, Kaito!
I knew he'd come round, you know.
So, where do we start? Kamurocho's not exactly a small place.
There was this one spot your mom used to go all the time. Cafe Alps, it's called. Yeah, I remember. There she'd be. Sipping on coffee, reading a book. No noise from the city to bother her.
Okay, and you think she might have went back there?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, we've got Jun Sadamoto, son of Kiyoya and Mikikito Sadamoto, currently in middle school after hearing his mum might be alive. He ran away from home 2 weeks ago. No one's been able to get in touch with him since. Keeps saying, I'm his dad. And then we got a photo of Mikikito Sadamoto. A photo of Mikikito and Jun that Sadamoto-san accidentally left at the office. It might actually help me find Mikikito. Great. And then we've got Mikikito Natsume versus the Matsugane family. And we had Masahara Kaito I was just a young punk back then, but I still had my razor-sharp perception and a hint of detective in me. I mean, if I hadn't gotten to the bottom of what happened and cleared the air, Mikakiko wouldn't have made it out of there in one piece. We had Mikakiko Natsume, a woman I met and started chatting up after an incident at my office. She lost her parents at a young age and was sent to an orphanage, but got taken in by the Natsumes and was raised in a loving home. She loved her sister and adoptive parents with all her heart. We had Meho Natsume, Mikakiko Natsume's kid sister, friendly and cheerful if a little over-enthusiastic, kinda ditzy so she'd always get into trouble. Mikakiko worried about her constantly back then. And then we had Joji Hota, a member of the Matsugane family, a compulsive liar, so renowned for his bullshit they called him Hotter Shit, or Hota Shit, and not in a flattering way. Word is he'd even bullshit his way into the Matsugane family. Apparently he ran a biker gang in middle school. We have Meho's buttons, box of sweets, and the resume. An incident where Mikakiko Natsume fought her way into the Matsugane family to take back his sister Maho. She actually didn't come in with ill intent. She just came to talk about taking over Mayho's debt. Awesome. So we can upgrade some skills. We've got 13 skill points. So we know what we need to do. Gripping Pile Driver. Follow-up attacks can be performed by grabbing an enemy after the finishing blow of a triple rush combo. So we press square 3 times and then triangle once, then circle. Perfect. And then we want to get our stats up. So we have Gifted Brawler level 1. Gain 100% more SP after battle. We will go for that. What the fuck are you doing, pal? He's just doing this. Like, as soon as I enter the screen.
Let's go, Kaito.
Yeah, let's try not to be a bit too weird, kid. Alright. Cafe Alps. Cafe Alps, Mikakiko and I used to drop in here all the time. Last time I was in here, we were all celebrating together after Meiho-chan graduated college. $15 ago.
Congrats, Maho-chan. Gotta admit, I was getting a little worried when you started hitting the host clubs again.
Sometimes a girl has cravings, you know?
Sometimes this girl can be a headache.
Even so, nice work landing a job at a bank. Right out of college, too.
It's just a desk job. Besides, it's my parents who know the board of directors and all.
All I'm going to say is please be careful. You never know what kind of people you're dealing with. I don't know if you've noticed, but weirdos seem to flock to you like creepy pigeons.
Creepy pigeons.
Remember that one stalker you had at the convenience store? That's just one example.
Oh yeah! Yeah.
Next time some crazy guy bothers you, you tell me right away.
Oh sure, like you'd rush all the way back home just for that.
I would if I had to.